NerdRage Prime here with another episode of NerdRage Reviews. So, to hop aboard the hype train that is Destiny, I am reviewing, or Destiny 2 rather, I'm reviewing Destiny. Um, just to sort of refresh people's memories for those who have long forgotten what it's actually been like to play this game, and for those who haven't actually played Destiny yet, to possibly make a start. Now, before we go into anything drastic, I'm going to show you guys the character creation because it's actually kind of fun to do. So, obviously, with every RPG and every MMO, there are classes. You have tanks and you have damage dealers. Each one has a subclass, as you can see here. You have a fire, or solar damage, an arc or lightning damage, and a shadow damage or void damage class with each one. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go into Hunter because I've got a Titan and I've got a Warlock. Okay, so you have three races that you can choose from. You have humans, bog standard humans, you know what humans look like. We have the Awoken, which are purple alien dudes and dudettes, which are kind of cool. I do actually like the Awoken very much. And then you have the Exos, which are basically artificial intelligent war machines, as you can see from the description on the screen. So, I'll tell you what, we're going to go with another Awoken. I've got an Awoken already, but we're going to go with another one. Now, you can change their facial structures with the face palettes to find the one that suits you the best. Now, I like this one or this one. I'm going to go with this one actually. I'm going to give her. You can obviously change their skin colors to make them a bit more alien-y or possibly a bit more human. Whoops. Where was that really light one? Was it that one? Yeah. So let's go with that. That looks nice. You can change their makeup, which is kind of fun. I like to go with nudes. And you can change the color of their eyes. Now there is lore behind the color of eyes that each Awoken has, because they do all have different colored eyes, but some colors are extremely rare, and each color represents a certain ability. I'm not going to go too far into that because it's all lore. You don't actually get to use those abilities in the game. Now, I do like the fiery orange, so we're going to go with that. Now, hair. Obviously, you have some pretty standard hair choices that are kind of future punk rocky in some cases. My favorite is this one because it is literally a side hawk. It's amazing. I love it to bits. I'm going to go with my favorite hair color. And let's sort out the markings now. The markings. We're going to go with purple markings. And we're done. Okay. Now, normally I do spend a lot longer. We'll skip this because I don't want to give you guys any spoilers. But hey. So once I've loaded in, I'm going to switch my character around to one of my proper characters. Probably going to be my Warlock, because I love my Warlock. And I will show you guys some of the gameplay while discussing the pros and cons of Destiny. There are a few of each. Let's just skip that. So there are a few of each. So, pro number one is the graphics. Now, I say this is pro number one. Normally, I would go into storyline with pros, but graphics on Destiny are absolutely astounding. The meshes, the realism is brilliant. Bungie have really outdone themselves with this. It's definitely all inspired. All the music, all of the sort of styles is definitely inspired by their previous title, which is obviously Halo. Now there are a few differences. They've changed some of the skins around and whatnot, but there are definitely some inspired armors, especially on the Titans for Master Chief. The music is fantastic. Again, it's definitely inspired pieces, but it's got a, how can I put this? It's got a better sort of grungy feel to it than what Halo had. You'll probably notice I'm going to be doing a lot of Halo references because that's literally the only other title that Bungie has done. There have been more, but Halo is one of the more popular ones.
A rusting monument to the collapse.
So,
someday we'll reclaim
as you can
place.
see, the environments are fantastically well thought out. You know, they've literally thought of a lot. So you've got ships flying around, as you can see up there. You've got the old tech that used to take people to the other planet for colonies, still sort of rusting away. And then you've got the wall to the city just behind you. The combat is extremely fluid. This is another pro. It is very, very fluid, very fast paced. And sadly, it's not very balanced, though. Certain classes can out-damage others, while other classes can out-tank others. So on and so forth. So, I play a Voidlock, or in this case, I am on my Stormcaller perk tree, which is the Arc one. Yep, I'm on Stormcaller. There's some birds there. Weapon switching is really simple, really easy. There's not much to it. The cons to this are the levels are fairly small. I can go from the beginning of this one, when I actually learn how to drive, I can go from the beginning of this to the end, like as far as you can actually go without going into the next part, which is from the Rise of Iron DLC, in literally a matter of seconds. They do offer some interesting things, such as horns for your speeders. I do actually like honking my horn at people when going past them. It's great fun. They've put quite a few Easter eggs in the game, special chests on each of the planets. There are 5 gold chests on each planet. I have found most of them. There's just a few that I am actually missing. There is the option of doing things by yourself. This doesn't include the instances, however. This only includes things like what we're doing now, where we're exploring the world map. But even then, you don't really explore much of the world itself. Hold on. Alright, let's go to orbit and I'll show you what I mean. So you've got quite a few places that you can go, but there's not many places on those planets to go. When we get to orbit, I can show you. There's good customization for your armors, though, especially with the Rise of Iron DLC. You can basically go through the entire game, you can grab a legendary piece or an exotic piece, and just, even if it is one of the older pieces, you can level it up to the max light level. So here we go. So if I go to Earth, this is literally all you can explore. That's all you can do. And it doesn't take you very long at all. This is one of the cons to Destiny. It is a very, very quick game. It's a very grindy game. You will spend quite a lot of time doing the same thing for the same people, just over and over and over again. But if you're playing with friends, then it can be quite fun. Now, there is PvP. It's called the Crucible. They have special featured matches. They have private matches, and they just have like a selection of things that you can do depending on what you feel like. They also have player versus environment instances or strike lists. Now, each one has its own difficulty. So you've got level 20 is your start, basically. Once you hit level 20, start doing the strikes to get gear. Then you've got your level 36. Then you've got level 42. Then you've got your Siva stuff. Now, your Siva stuff, as you can see, recommended light is 350 plus. This is another thing about Destiny that really needs a bit more explanation. There is 2 levels to your character. You have a standard level, which goes up to level 40, and then you have a light level. Now, this light level can go up to a maximum of 400. That is the cap. When you're at light level 400, that is when your character is at the top of their game, basically. They are the strongest that they can be. You just need to make sure that you balance your character's stats between your intelligence, your discipline, and your strength. Now, quick explanation on those. This is another con, is you actually have to balance these flipping stats. Is your intellect will, as you can see, it brings you a cooldown on your super, as we call it. It brings the cooldown time down. Same with your discipline, that's for your grenades, and your strength is for your melees. There are also different things that you can do. There are actually quests. If I go to my progress, there are little things that you can do. There are quests that you can do. There are bounties that you can do. And there are these things, they are basically your record books. And the more stuff you do in them, the more you get, the more things that you can earn, and you can get special cosmetics such as emblems. You can get vehicles, you can get color schemes, you can get actions and emotes, and you can also get things like, if I open the the Rise of Iron ones, you can get ships, and you can get armor pieces, and even weapons. So they are good to do if you are into that. Let's just open up this one, see what I get. Very simple to open. Okay, so in this one we've got emblems, and a limited time personalized offer from the Bungie store. So I would suggest you guys get on that pretty quick. But because I have done a lot of this, I can just auto-complete so much. There we go, I think. Oh. There's another one that I've missed. Going through the book, just collecting everything that I've done. There we go, right. So, it's very simple to do as long as you've actually done everything on there. So there you go. I got the Traveler's Eclipse emblem. How do I claim it? I forgot how to claim it. Oh no, I don't have enough special. That's why I can't claim it. I am an absolute muppet. So here's another thing. This is your items. You get materials for your crafting, though there's not really much variety in your crafting. You get ornaments, which is for your light and your weapons to change their skins. And you get consumables. Consumables are really the only thing worth any salt. This is like mission items and so on. You also get a certain amount of marks. So there's silver, which is a premium currency that you can buy. You can also get a little bit of free stuff when you first get it. Legendary marks, it helps you get gear. And glimmer is absolutely pointless unless you're buying items from the NPCs, which you don't really need to do. If you're buying items from the NPCs, you're doing something wrong. Or you're just leveling a little bit, like you're not farming enough. Because literally everything can be earned. Everything can be earned. Okay, so as you can see, I've got quite a few emblems going on. I've got little dances. I've got quite a few armor colorings. And when we use them, that's how we change into... Oh, I already used that one. I didn't. Yeah. So as you can see, it goes into its thing. Oh, I actually kind of like that. You also get your own ship and whatnot. Oh, I've got something that I can pick up there. No, I will do that later because... Anyway. You also have dailies and weeklies. This is another good thing. It gives you more bonus things to get, such as these Treasure of Ages items and engrams as well. So by doing this, I need an Elder's Sigil for that. So I'll have to do this little arena here to get those sigils. But here we go. So there is a daily PvP, a daily PvE, then you have a weekly strike. I believe it's weekly. Yeah, you have weekly bonus strikes. As you can see, you get bonuses for doing those. You have a Nightfall. Now, these Nightfalls are really difficult to do. They have a lot of skulls or things that, you know, can go bad for you or great for you if you know how to manipulate it to your playstyle. So with Arcburn, you have to do lightning damage, small arms, you need side arms for that. Or your primary weapon for that. Juggler basically means that you've got to keep switching your weapon around anyway. Airborne, you do more damage during Airborne, and I forget what Daybreak does, but you get the picture. Then you have the Featured Raid as well, which is a new thing that they've done. The Featured Raid is that you get specific gear. You also get Age of Triumph ornaments as well, but it's ridiculously hard. Like, you need to be at least 390 or up, because it is the Ocean of Storms raid, and that's kind of difficult. Especially since they tweaked it, and they fixed quite a few things that were wrong. So, basically what I can say about Destiny is this. It's great to play. It's fun and quick, but it lacks story, it lacks player engagement, and it's extremely generic. There's no personality to it. There's nothing that sort of makes it feel like it is you that's doing this, it is you that's saving the world. It's more, you're another Guardian, this is what Guardians do, go and do your job. sort of thing, you know? There are great people that play this. Sorry, not play this. There are great voice actors in this. You've got Nathan Fillion, you've got Bill Nye, you've even got Claudia Black, for crying out loud, who do voice actors for this. I forget the guy that does the Ghost, but there are also...
region's Devil Splicer territory. So
yeah, no, he is actually quite a famous person. I just keep forgetting his name. It used to be the same guy that plays Tyrion Lannister, but unfortunately they completely replaced him. So it's one of those games that you kind of really only want to play either, like I said, with friends, or if you enjoy the grind, you enjoy doing the same things over and over again, or you enjoy doing an MMO FPS. Ow. You know, that's sort of really the only times that you're going to be doing this sort of playing games like this, is if you enjoy those types of games. Unless you just sit around in the PvP market. Now, the PvP area is really the only thing that will keep you guessing, because you're playing against other people, there are specific rules to it, and it just, you know, it makes it a bit more unpredictable. And it's that unpredictability that kind of really makes it a bit better, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's all about what you enjoy playing. Now, let me get rid of this guy. That's literally how easy this entire game is. The raids are the only sort of difficult ones and challenging things that you can do, and it's those sort of challenges that you kind of have to do with friends, or at least decent players, if you're gonna scrub it, as we call. Where you just go out, join random people. At least that's what me and my mates do, we'll call it. So really, Destiny is going to be one of those things. It's like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. Unfortunately, I'm not the biggest fan of Destiny. I do enjoy playing it. I enjoy playing it with my friends. I enjoy, you know, shooting stuff in the face. But it's not the kind of thing I spend hours on. The only reason I am at this sort of level that I'm at is literally from playing it with my friends. So, you know, it's going to be a tough decision for you guys. If you want to get aboard the hype train, then go for it. Play Destiny, get used to it, get used to how Destiny works, so that when Destiny 2 comes out, you can just spank it. Which is what a lot of people actually do. They'll learn how the game works on one character, then they'll build an entirely new one, and they'll just absolutely spank it out. Okay, so I apologise for this being a fairly long review again. I seem to be doing a lot of these recently. So what I suggest you guys do is give it a go. Give it a little demo. Maybe if a friend's got it, borrow it. You know, maybe take a look at some gameplay trailers, take a look at some people playing it, and decide for yourself. Like I said, it's like Marmite. You either love it, you're either gonna love it, or you're gonna hate it. But I hope you guys did enjoy this review. I hope you guys do give it a go at some point. Because like I said, it can be fun to play with your friends. And I will see you guys soon for the next video. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do on the next one, but we will see. Just gonna save that guy's ass. We'll see what comes up. I've got a few free-to-play MMOs that I am thinking of reviewing. So I'm going to take a little look at those for you. Some of them are great, some of them not so great. There's also a game that is basically like Minecraft, only better. So I'm going to be putting that on the list at some point as well to showcase on a review, because I really enjoy Project Spark. If you've never heard of it, Project Spark is a game creator engine for Microsoft. Well, it was built for the PC, but they've got it on the Xbox One as well, and it's absolutely fantastic. So hopefully next week we're going to start seeing some of the free stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have fun with deciding whether or not you're going to play Destiny or Destiny 2. And I will see you all on Friday. Bye for now.